Hello everyone, uh, and welcome to an attempt to stream something that isn't Kerbal Space Program. Good lord, it's weird. So, uh, in anticipation of Rule the Waves 2 coming out, shockingly soon, I hadn't checked on it in like, I don't know, 6 months, but it now has a release date, and it's mid-April, or late April. So I'm, at the behest of Sound and Fury, going to stream a little bit of the original Rule the Waves. Um, So Mercastrunk, we're going to do a new campaign as the United States of Mercaland. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Rule the Waves, Rule the Waves is sort of like it's sort of like RP1 for like early 20th century navies. You take the role of a Grand Admiral, um, designing, building, fighting a navy, and also politicking. But the reason why I like it and why it's sort of Kerbal-like is because, and particularly it's RP1-like, is it's very similar to RP1 in that there's the management layer, sort of the full planning layer, the mission planning, all the strategy layer. Then there's the actual building of all the stuff, and then there's the actually using of all the stuff. In this case, naval battles. So let's go ahead and select this. So you can see we start with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12-inch rifles. We get a couple bonus techs, which means we're more likely to research them. Because there is the interesting factoid that USS South Carolina, the U.S. Navy's first dreadnought battleship, was ordered before HMS Dreadnought. And it was ordered with reciprocating engines, but it was ordered with super firing turrets, fore and aft, and on a very tight displacement because the Congress doesn't like to spend money willy-nilly, or at least didn't then. So let's start. Fleet size very large because who are we going to go with? We'll stick with Sims, actually, because Admiral Sims was actually a pretty cool dude. We'll use this slot. These are my other slots. Hey, folks. It's Postman Swift. Hey, Sound and Fury. All right. We're totally manually building the Legacy fleet. I don't actually remember what Historical Resources does. I think I want it on, but let me... I think I want it on. Let's see, historical. Yes, that is what I want. Non-historical resources means it's basically average for everyone. And if I'm playing the US, I want, especially given how rusty I am, I want to start well here. All right. So, we already hit the first problem, which is the fact that this game is basically from 1993 and operates off an incredible collection of different windows. So let me make OBS aware of the new one. Great, it's capturing. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna switch to display capture because this is not working so well. So let's try doing this way. I'm going to make OBS do my bidding. All right, it's going to be offset towards the middle because there's going to be other windows too. So it is January 1900. Here are our current tension levels. As you can see, Russia's kind of pissed at us. Germany a little less. UK is actually quite friendly. France not so much. So that's actually a little weird. I would have thought. I think those may be randomized because, like, historically, actually, we didn't have the best relations. Don't think I care about any until no messages. None of these things. God, it's been like 2 years since I played this game. So let's design a ship. And let me move it on top of the other window so that it actually is visible. Yes, Russia is pissed that I'm not launching glorious Soviet space program rockets. So let's start at the top and design a pre-dread. Well, that's proper looking. That looks very Merkin. Well, Great White Fleet Merca. So it was not developed from any class. Our yard has a maximum displacement of 14,000 tons. So let's just go up to the limit because why not? We could build these things in Great Britain's yards for an added fee, but our yards couldn't service them. Medium range is fine for this. I think for cruisers we'll want long range. The freeboard at normal is fine. 20 knots is actually pretty fast for a pre-dread. I don't think we can do oil firing yet. Can we? Huh. That's strange. Oh, but I think it's because we don't actually have oil yet. So even if we set it to oil, it wouldn't do much. So what's our... First, let's check on this. Oh, our 12-inch guns are kind of sucky. They're at -1 quality. But our 11-inch guns are also of sucky quality. 10-inch guns are good. So clearly our armored cruisers... So Sound and Fury, that's true as far as it goes, but for a pre-dreadnought battleship, I don't particularly care. Like, it only has to make that journey once. It doesn't have to cruise around in the Pacific. So it can stay at medium. My memory of the rules here are it's just how long you can stay not in a... So if we look back here, I'll move this window away to the map. You can see each of the regions. It's basically how long you can stay in a region that doesn't have one of your bases. So if we were fighting Russia, which we probably will be before too long, there's the Northeast Asia region, and that would be outside our base, but as you can see, it's only one journey away from our bases. So we don't need that much. No, for pre-dread, you want 12-inch. Like, by 1900, basically all the pre-dreads had 12-inch guns, except for the Germans, who are still on 11. Armored cruisers were at 10-inch or 9.2-inch. For the... I mean, I think that the Germans also were undercalibered. They probably... I think they had like 7 point something. I forget what Scharnhorst had. But yeah, like, I'll probably do 12s for the pre-dreads and 10 for some sort of armored cruiser. And I think I'll stick at 18 knots. Oops. 7-inch. And we'll use 8-inch secondaries. Wait, how can we? It shouldn't be letting us check that. I don't think it will allow us to have a secondary director. I'm going to remove the torpedo tubes because even though historically everybody mounted torpedo tubes on pre-dreads, I'm not going to. Can we get away with a 9-inch belt? Slope deck. Oh, yeah, we don't have flat top yet, I think. I don't know why it's giving. It's been so long since I played the game, I don't actually understand. There are turret arcs. Well, let's see if it'll let us do these things. Oh, right, I am playing this modded because of course I am. So it may be that the mod is doing some weird stuff where you can select stuff you otherwise wouldn't be able to select. 2-inch deck. We'll armor the conning tower a bit more. And I think we want to go up to a bit more rounds per main gun. Let's try that. Yeah, that's not doing anything. What if we did 19 knots? All right, let's take a little bit less. Yeah, I'm liking that. All right, so this will be our pre-dreadnought battleship. Design is not legal. Ah, there we are. This is where it comes up. So we can't have a TPS, and we can't mount 8-inch secondaries. So that frees up a whole bunch of weight. Can we get to 20 knots? Yes, we can. Can we get to? No, we can't get to 21 knots. That's insane. 21 knot pre-dread is a weird pre-dread. 10-inch belt. Uh, 4-inch secondary armor. And All right, and there's a chance, because we're underweight, that we'll actually exceed our speed in trials and hit 21 knots. All right. Sound and Fury, you need to go fishing or something. Sound and Fury is saying speed is armor. For Jackie Fisher, ego is armor, but speed is not armor. All right, so it won't show the secondary arcs, but they're sucky casemate arcs. All right, and we're not going to bother to add any tertiary guns because... Oh, no, we have 12 of them. I was looking at quality. Pretty sure I don't actually care about tertiary guns because, well, are we ever to be in a... Yeah, we might run into torpedo boats and we might care. All right, so check design, all okay. Saved. Okay, we've built our battleship. Now let's build an armored cruiser. New York and New York. These are very interesting and weird cruiser designs. That's freaking weird. All right, that's more like the kind of thing I would build. Can we literally not do... all right, that looks saner. And we want 23 knots off of it at the very least. And we will have to up that. And for sure we need more main battery ammunition. Because this thing will fight a lot more than the pre-dread will. Can we get away with oil? Probably not. No. We haven't developed oil firing yet. All right, this is coming back to me slightly. Oh, it's called New York again. Yes, it's called the... a fine cruiser name. All right, I assume that we haven't... Oh, no, we can do that. Okay. Right, so slope deck will give us a bit more... Okay, now I remember this. So flat deck on top of belt is required for all or nothing armor schemes. But slope deck gives... The deck gives a bit of extra armor to the belt. All right, can we get up to 6A? All right, let's peel the conning tower back a little bit. All right, we'll stay at a nice round number. Do we want the torpedoes? I guess we want the torpedoes for dealing with cripples. Central rangefinder, gun data, penetration. Wow. So basically, we're entirely immune to our own guns. That's always nice. Except at like, I don't know, 2,000 yards or something. But we'll make mincemeat of light cruisers. All right, we'll go with this. We still have a bunch of... So this thing will be a holy terror for destroyers. Sorry about the beeps. Apparently my headphones died because I haven't used them in a couple of weeks. Glorious Soviet Space Program is coming back, by the way. Hey, Piano Josh. All right. Hopefully my underarming my secondaries will not come to bite me in the tail when I have a Hood-style secondary magazine explosion. But we'll see. So this design better be legal. It is. Good. All right. Light cruiser. Let's make one. That. We're going to go with fewer 7-inch guns. Not a god-awful ton of the other ones. Actually, no, we'll stick with 6-inch guns. Because logistics doesn't actually matter. Sound and Fury, because we're most certainly not immune to battleship guns. Because we'll probably have to stand up that armored cruiser in the line of battle, because we start out fairly poor, which means it better have a chance against 12-inchers. All right, so we'll make a expensive, heavy light cruiser. Oh, it's a protected cruiser. Can we make it an actual? We can actually make it a real light cruiser. And it's got long range, which is good. Do we have to go back to... Oh, we can get rid of some of these darn things. Update chip graphic. Oh yes, because we made it larger. Show turret arcs. I don't suppose we can make these. Yeah, it's not legal. Seriously overweight. I have to use a protected cruiser. I don't have double turrets. Main guns less than 9. All right. So we have to make it a protected cruiser, which sucks. What's wrong now? Oh, we're just seriously overweight now, but that's fine. We'll get rid of some turrets. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's a super neat game, and I'm playing again because the sequel, which includes naval aviation, is coming out in 2 weeks. I am so stoked. It's got 10 3-inch guns. That's probably fine. Um, can we get up to 26 knots? Probably. No, heck no. Not on coal-fired reciprocating engines. We can't. Right. Submerged mounts. Open deck guns. Let's put 6 on a side. I wish those turrets would move out a little bit, but they don't. And I don't have the patience to redesign the superstructure. Because these lines should run all the way up to there, but they don't. Well, I guess I'm doing it. Is that straight? There's no way to actually make these things straight. All right. That's slightly better. Oh, it says press S to snap. Thank you. That's nice. Well, that's actually fine. Actually, no, that looks really weird. No. Why does it... Eventually I will get the hang of this. Nope. It's doing it either way. So we're just going to stop there. Good enough. We are definitely quite a bit underweight. And with fewer guns, we need a lot of rounds. We'll up armor it a little bit. Gun info. Where's gun info? All right, so 5,000 yards penetrates 3 inches. So good, we went up to 3.5 inches. Hey, Pap. All right, so that is a fairly expensive light cruiser. We probably should make a cheap light cruiser. Oh, that's interesting. Mixed battery light cruiser. That's very interesting. So it's got 6 4-inch guns and 2 6-inch guns. I think I like the homogeneous one better. That's an awful lot of 6-inch guns. How are they doing it on 4,600 tons, given what I struggled to do? I guess that's only a bit more guns than mine. And an inch less belt armor. That's basically the same. This is a slowpoke on 4,000 tons with a bunch of 6-inchers. Yeah, it seems to be giving me the same. All right, here's a cheap one. So this could basically be a destroyer killer. It's about half the price. It's a little over half the price of the other one. So I'm just going to save that as is. And let's build a destroyer. A single 5-inch gun and 2 4-inch guns. That seems wrong to me. Two 3-inch guns. What's our destroyer displacement limit? Can I build a destroyer of that displacement? Can I build a destroyer of this displacement? No. 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 So we're limited to 500 tons. Can we add any turret? We can only add wing turrets. There isn't a Q. Q is not an option. All right. Yeah, these shells weigh almost nothing. Ooh, I wonder if we went up to 4-inch guns. That only puts us a little bit under. All right. So we'll stick with that. So 2 4-inch guns, 4 torpedoes. We'll go with that. Bainbridge is fitting. Oh. Oh. Right. So the problem with this is that we stuck too much on. That's the problem with this. Yeah. So we'll stick with 3-inch guns. And I don't know why that line is like that, but it's fixed now. Okay. So I'm going to ignore minesweepers, and I'm going to ignore armored merchant carriers, cruisers. So let's build a fleet. So we have $707 million. So we'll try for the 4-4 plan, but I don't think it'll work. Four of the good light cruisers. Oh, actually we'll be okay. And then a bunch of the cheap ones. And then a lot of destroyers. And we actually have more money than I thought we did. So that's cool. So let's build a couple more battleships. Well, one more battleship, I guess. And yeah, the armored cruisers are no cheaper. Oh, thanks, Pap. Oops. This is the problem of pulling from this same set of names all the time. And one of those back. All right, now we're back. And I think we're probably under cruisered. It's been so long since I played this game. I think I'm gonna get rid of some of these destroyers. So now there should be 20 of the destroyers. So you know what, I want all this in order again. So there's 4 of the good cruisers, and we want 8 of the mediocre cruisers. Let's build a second flight of these. Wait, really? Huh. I guess we could just barely get one of them. I guess we'll get one more of these. Or not. You know what? I actually will just get a bunch more destroyers. Going slightly je ne sais here. Or, nah. I think these funds roll over, so I think if we just stop here, I hope they roll over. Oh, right, I should... Options, preferences, pause on all ships, flotation on all ships, sound effect. Alright, my colors are screwy because my vision is horrific, so I needed to mess with the colors some. Alright, let's do this. Yes, I am. Oh yes, and this is why I reserved some funds. So that I can have some ships under construction. Yes, let's lay down a couple battleships. And a couple armored cruisers. And a couple good cruisers. And destroyers build cheap. Do I want to start building destroyers now? No, I think I don't. Monthly budget is 14 million, so I'm going to lay down another couple of armored cruisers. Oh. or not. All right. This isn't even World War I yet. This is 1900. So traditionally, rule of waves ends in 1920, although the tech runs a little bit beyond that. But you can keep playing until 1950, and some mods have increased tech, so you can broadly get World War II level tech, except no aircraft. So all right, let's at least have a Pacific fleet. Force requirement. So let's set up our movement orders. We want a reasonable Pacific fleet. Move ship to North American West Coast. Okay. Yeah, the interface on this could be better, for sure. But, oh, I didn't build any subs. Well, I almost never build any subs. Sweet. It doesn't take any time at all to move because we're still in the deployment phase. So let's send some stuff to the Caribbean. And then some stuff to the Philippines. We don't have enough destroyers, do we? No, we don't. Southeast Asia. All right. So let's look at what we got. We are now showing the flag in all the places where we have flags. So that's good. Badger Masher, I like probably. It was an area that I was interested in before I even got interested in rockets. So yeah, probably. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue. We selected everything under construction. We left a bit of a fund reserve. Oh, I just said I was out of destroyers, so let's build some destroyers. even though I think pretty soon we're going to have better destroyers. 8. Let's build a bunch of destroyers. Our monthly balance just went to pot. All right, so we'll have to cancel some of this. That didn't help much with our monthly balance, did it? Let's cancel another 4. Still didn't help much. Well, we can survive that for 2 months. And then we can selectively pause some construction. But my memory is you get some sort of bonus for laying things down. Oh, Sound and Fury says it's only canceling 1 at a time. Yeah, you're right. That's why. All right. So we'll leave it at that. We'll run negative for a little bit. All right. Yes. Yes, I am. All right. It is now January. So let's set some high intel efforts on Russia, which I think will cost a little. Whacking on Russia is decent. No. Training. Forgot about this. Don't care about night fighting. That's going to be expensive. AP, HE, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Probably should still be HE even at short range, but I'll leave it alone. Loadout, that's fine. Research. What do we want? We want those high. Don't care much about submarines. I would like some better guns. And up research all the way. Whoo boy, that's impressive. So yeah, I should have saved much more to lay dead. Now I remember. You get a bonus for laying stuff down. So let's pause construction on a couple of these. And that gets our balance much closer. All right, so I think we're good to go now. Germany has laid down a battleship. Great Britain has laid down a battleship. France has laid down destroyers and a light cruiser. Russia has can't even build it in their own shipyards. That's fine. Let's look at the almanac. So our naval budget is about half of Great Britain's, and everybody else is even less than ours. That's fine. We have about half of Great Britain. Yeah, let's see how my balancing stacks up. So we have more battleships than anyone other than Great Britain. That's fine. And we have 2 laid down. We have the same number of armored cruisers as France, a third of what Britain has. But ours are better. Light cruisers. So apparently I built a lot of light cruisers and a lot of destroyers. So I did the reverse of the historical US Navy thing, which was hilariously top heavy. Sorry, Sound and Fury, what are you? Confused. Ah. Okay, so here's their pre-dread. 20 knots. 4 13-inch guns. 14 7-inch guns. But we have more belt armor. 4 13-inch, 8.5-inch. Resolution 21 knots. Interesting. But only 10-inch guns. But quite well armored. So that's almost an armored cruiser. That class. The Howe class, 20 knots, 4 13-inch guns, 9-inch belt. All right, that's clearly the best of what they've got. 19 knots, 4 13-inch, 8-inch belt. How is it heavier? Oh, because of the heavy secondary armament, I guess. I'm not scared of these things. 1903. Oh, because it'll launch in 1903. Let's look at their armored cruisers. 4 10-inch guns, 14 7-inch, 3-inch, 5-inch belt. All right, that's broadly comparable to our Brooklyns. Anyway, we'll probably be womping on Russia, so let's look at what Russia's got. 4 11-inch guns, 8-inch belt. All right, so we're strictly superior to that. Unless they have good quality 11-inch guns, which is better than our poor quality 12-inch guns. This is our 4 12-inch, 7-inch belt. Yeah, we'll pierce that thing's belt for sure. Oh, that's heavy because it's being built in somebody else's yard, I think. All right, so we're still... I have faith that we'll do okay against this, even though it is a little bit better than what we've got. Let's look at their armored cruisers. 22 knots. All right, so we're way faster than they are. Rossiya, 22 knots. 2 9-inch guns, 5.5. All right. All right, and their light cruisers are better than our Olympias, but nowhere near as good as our Chicagos, and slow as heck. All right. So let's mosey on along. Yay, we got 500 more tons of yard capacity. Heh! Because we built so many, it's building even faster. All right, so now we can unpause one of these. Okay. That's fine. guess we probably want to worry about Japan as well. That's going to put us quite into the red. And then we have to halt it again. All right, so our destroyers are working up. So let's take some of our good East Coast destroyers and send them away. To Southeast Asia. Oh, I forgot all about tonnage on foreign station requirements. So good I sent that stuff away. All right. Improved surface condenser. Weight saving on machinery. Not in one of the areas I marked as high priority. All right. That's fine. So our mine warfare is going to suck. Let me... Yeah, ship design is still high. That's basically the thing that I care the most about. Because that has most of the actual building advances. Oh, I missed a message. We have high tensions with Germany. Fire control. Ah, yes. We get better fire control. Power rammers. Close to mastering hydrostatic valve. All right. It's working up. Oh, yes. Ship design is where it's at. Okay, so now we can finally have semi-dreadnoughts with like 10-inch secondary guns. All right, so let's swap those around. Well, actually, no, I think we want to get that off the slipways soon. Yeah, I can totally afford to make tensions higher. Russia's not happy. Torpedo technology. Torpedoes now have range and speed increase. Excellent. All right. Let's resume construction. So, actually, I kind of want the money because it's fine. All right, so our building program is running its course. So let's all right. So let's develop another armored cruiser now that we can go up to 15,000 tons. 23 knots. Let's go up to 24 knots. Oh, yeah, okay, well. New Jersey is the obvious follow-on from New York. We'll stick with those, but so we'll make a semi-dread. 5-inch, 10 5-inch guns. We've changed it too much. We don't get any decrease in cost. It's like tooling. So I'm wondering whether it makes sense to do this. It might make sense to do this. We're attempting to make an early modern ship. Where our broadside will be 4 12-inch and 3 10-inch guns, plus the tertiary guns that I don't actually care about. 10-inch armor should be fine. Yeah, I think this is probably worth doing. It's going to be hellaciously expensive, but yeah. Well, it's so early on. We're going to scrap this before deck armor is going to matter, so it's fine. How much would it cost to add another, almost 500 tons? Not sure about that. Not sure that's worth it. I think the armor is worth it. What would this do? That doesn't gain us that much. All right, so that's fine. Let's lay down in New Jersey. Yeah. Okay. That's expensive. But USS Frederick will complete. Excuse me. Zering class. I can't pronounce your 4 11-inch guns, 9.5-inch belt. All right, you don't scare me at all. All right. Finally, we get some better destroyers. And totally going to put that on high priority because I thought that was part of ship design, but it's not. So we'll want to lay down a new class of destroyers pretty soon, because that's a whole 20% increase in displacement. I guess we can let private industry build those. All right, so we have to halt construction on our new ship again. Okay, now we can unhalt. A new destroyer. A single 6-inch gun, that's insane. 2 5-inch guns, that's clearly a gun destroyer with 2 5-inches and torpedoes. I don't like any of these. I generally like torpedo destroyers, but not sure where to put the stacks, which I think is a reasonable problem given its layout. Too many. Yeah, I expected that. Is it legal now? Cramp center line. All right, with 3-inch guns, it's fine. Pap, do you expect anything less from the game that I play? Yeah, that's expected. 2 3-inch guns, 88. 34 knots. These things are going to be way faster than literally anybody else's destroyers. Well, let's stick with 33 knots. And can we add anything else? No, we don't have any other centerline turrets. What if we went to 4-inch guns? Yes, I'm aware. Oh, we can get, but it's, I bet it's gonna, yeah. I'd rather have the torpedoes. I'd definitely rather have a 3rd torpedo than 4-inch guns. All right, so let's go to this and hope we get a bonus. Let's lay down some of these. Yes, okay. Pap, I started out as World War II, but yeah, I don't know that much about like U.S. stuff in World War I. More know like when I read German stuff. You'll note that for the Reaching for the Stars universe, I have literally entire fleets for all the major powers in Spring Sharp. So, speaking of which, if you guys have not already tried Spring Sharp, you should, because Spring Sharp is great. And it doesn't really work for destroyers, but everything else it works great for. All right. So given that these things have mostly finished working up, let's figure out where they all should be. Actually, the stuff we add to the East Coast is probably fine. Because if we fight Russia or Germany, we'll move the Atlantic Fleet into European waters. What we really want is an alliance with one of the other European powers. But all right. 12 4-inch guns. Lyddite bursting charges. All right. All right, nothing is halted. Fuji, 4 11-inch guns, 20 knots, 9-inch belt. Meh. Ooh, we got some tech. More machinery breakthroughs. Let me just check this. Please tell me I did the right thing here. Yes, they are casemated. Okay. I was worried that they were like in open mounts or something insane, but they're not. All right. So German tensions continue to rise. Let's raise some tensions. Medium wing turrets. All right, so so that instantly makes New Jersey obsolete. The third of the news. But we are 300 tons overweight. I guess we'll have to order it from British yards. We only need 200. All right, so how far away is she from completion? 2 years away, and it started at 30 months. It's almost worth just scrapping her on the ways and building the better version. We don't have the money yet. In fact, I think I will do that, because if we do fight a war, there's no way she'll be ready in time. So let's expand the dock. How long does it take to do that? Doesn't say. Didn't I say yes? You are already building larger docks. Well, why don't you tell me? Oh, it takes a year to do it? Good Lord. Well, there goes that plan. Now I kind of don't know what to do. Do I want to... I guess it's not materially that much better, and I don't want to invest that much in pre-dreads anyway before we get to dreadnoughts. So we'll just go ahead. It'll be a one-off class or something. Yeah, sure, why not? Money is good to have. Yeah, it takes a whole year to expand the docks. All right. Well, I think we're about to have war with Germany. Oops. I clicked the wrong button. I should have clicked the... I think there was a send a diplomatic note of protest that was the one I should have clicked. All right, let's lay down some more destroyers. No, you can't have my cash. All right, so tension levels with Germany are quite high. 2 years for that armored cruiser. Let's lay down a couple more. Well, let's see how this works. Didn't work. So they took Korea. I don't understand how you're supposed to move around on this map. Oh, yeah, apparently you have to right-click on these and choose Zoom to. That's so weird. You look at training. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can only have 2. I picked the better 2. Here we go. Yes, just what I'd hoped. It lowers our budget and lowers tension, but we are now allied with Great Britain, which is exactly what we needed in order to fight a war in Europe. Oh yeah, you all should totally look at Harris. Well, look is perhaps the wrong word, given its UI, but yes. Okay. So we're running at quite a deficit, but that's okay. All right, I assume we'll fight Germany pretty soon. That's still what it was. Except we don't have the money. Oh, ha, we're negative. I forgot that you can actually go negative and it's fine. I mean, it's not fine long term, but it's fine short term. Deficits, they're a thing. So let's get ourselves out of the hole in 1 month. Minesweeper. Don't care. Hey, we can build subs now. All right, now we can resume one of these things. All right, that's actually a decent counter to our battleships, but it is 1,500 tons heavier. So. The new docks are finally done. That's good. How are we still not at war? Apparently we still haven't managed to go to war yet. All right, now we have a decent dock. All right. Now we can do the thing that I planned to do. All right. Now we have ourselves a proper semi-dreadnought. Faster than any semi-dreadnought ever built, for sure. Faster than the first dreadnoughts. This is interesting to me. All right, and it's not even that much of a change from the New Jersey, so we don't have to pay that much on design work. Piano Josh, that's just the picture for Spy. Don't expect too much from this UI. It doesn't, the game is all of like 5 megs. It doesn't have space to actually have more than one UI picture. Yes, let's lay down in New Mexico. That's not bad. All right. Okay. That is a very light armored cruiser. And we're about to go to war with Germany, it looks like. Tension is 10. Oh, this is still halted. We need to... Oh, no, but we can't afford to. Well, wartime, if we actually go to war, then our budget will go through the roof and it'll be great. Yeah, that's going to push us over the brink, I think. Yep. Cruiser action. Seventeen destroyers on the East Coast. All right, accept battle. See if I remember how to play this game. So now I need to zoom this thing out. Apologies for what is happening to the stream right now. Oh God, it looks horrible. It'll be fixed in a sec, I promise. Okay. Yeah, so don't let the fact that I love me some naval sims detract from the fact that I'm pretty anti-war. But like, dude, this is fun stuff. Oh yes, I've got a cruiser division of 2 of my armored cruisers that will utterly lay waste to, I think, any of the possible German armored cruisers. And it looks like a full destroyer division of, are they all Perkins class? Survey says they are in fact all Perkins class. Okay, so the most modern ships in the Navy. Yes, you'll notice that I also cheered on more money for the Navy and less for social programs, which is totally not me, but hey. So what are your orders? Your orders are support and AI control. That's fine. So we'll let the destroyers do that. Hey, can't I? How do I control things? Oh, do I not actually have control yet, maybe? Oh, I don't actually have control yet, that's why. Coastal forces are... Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I actually have a 3rd armored cruiser that's AI controlled distance support. And a light cruiser division, which is also over here. Oh wow, this is actually, that's cool. It's literally right off where I stay in Maine, this battle. That's interesting. Other flag off to the left. These are coastal batteries. These are naval bases. All right, so why can't I actually control my forces yet? Status. It's all grayed out. AI controlled is off, but it's all grayed out. Independent. Can't change formation. Well, hopefully we can actually figure out how to do something. There we are. Unknown ship sighted. We have a contact. So it's clear weather, moderate breeze. Visibility 46,000 yards. What time of day is it? Oh, it's night. It's a night action. Great. The one thing that we didn't actually train for. Hopefully they didn't either. All right, now we have control. And I'm tempted to just send my destroyers into. Badger Master, that was the cruising range thing, short, medium, long, or extreme. All right, so let's work up to the squadron max of 23 knots. I think I'm going to take control of my destroyers themselves. Work up to 33 knots. And send them off on that bearing. All right, so there's a... All right. Let's give chase. They're peeling out of here pretty fast. German armored cruiser. Well, we think we've identified a German armored cruiser, but it's probably like a destroyer, especially because it's night. All right, let's... What is it? Can you tell me its speed? Or what we're guessing its speed is? No, you can't. All right, let's work. All right, can you tell me what your speed is? There, speed 21 knots. And we don't even have a guesstimate on their speed. All right, I think we actually want to aim for about there and about there. I hope we can not let them open the range so far that we lose sighting on them. They've opened fire. Can we... All right, we're up to 25 knots. So there is some way to order a torpedo attack, I think, but I forget how. Hopefully they'll just do it themselves. All right, we've worked up 26 knots. All right, the light cruisers open fire as well. We have an ID. Sound and Fury, yes, line abreast makes some sense, but what I'm going to do is swing to unmask about here, and then it'll be line on line. If I'm line abreast, then we'd have to switch back to line astern to unmask the rear batteries. Also, remember that our torpedoes are centerline mounted, which means we'll have to swing out or just plow by them in order to actually unmask our torpedoes. All right. I have some doubts about whether our armored cruisers can catch up in time. We're estimating 20 knots. All right. Happily, we've opened fire as well. So what I want to do is swing out like that, and then a slight change of bearing that will hopefully not lose us too much speed. Oh, no, you don't. Show torpedo ranges. Show fire lines. All right, they're well within sighting range. All right, I could have sworn there was some button I had to push to order a torpedo attack, but I think it may be entirely automatic. Oh, there's local time. 5:31 p.m. Oh, no. That's probably in seconds, so that's the hours. All right. Okay, we want to stay, I think, we'll run by them on this bearing and see if we do a torpedo attack. All right, we've worked up to the full 23 knots over here, but these things are... We still haven't identified the armored cruiser. It may just be two light cruisers and we misidentified it. We'll see. All right. Up, they've straddled one of our destroyers. why can't we actually do that? Oh, this is why, I think. No? All right. Well, let's see if we fire some torpedoes. Down to 31 knots because of the turn. We are very definitely engaging the enemy more closely. Oh, that sucks. Patterson lost a torpedo. And is, I think, on fire because one of her torpedoes blew up. Ah, yep, they both were light cruisers. Easy pickings. And are they still about... they're worked up to 25 knots. That's bad because we can't catch them unless we can damage them. Come on, fire your darn torpedoes. That's what you exist for, you destroyers. At least Patterson isn't flooding. Let's see what we're actually up against. Germany. Gifyon. 10 5-inch guns, 25 knots, 3-inch belt. And what was the other one? Bremen. $3,100 tons, 12 4-inch, so 2-inch belt. All right, we can probably pierce that with our destroyer guns. The other one, maybe not so much. Come on, launch torpedoes. Why are they not launching torpedoes? This is very bad. Ship details. They have torpedoes. I gotta quickly look up and see if I'm missing something. Flotilla attack order. There we are. All right, that didn't help. Torpedoes, page 10. Oh, maybe I'm playing on the wrong difficulty level. Let's see. Where do I set it? Maybe it's in the other thing. Or maybe you can't, maybe that's a steam and iron thing only. This uses the combat system from steam and iron. Secondary battery torpedoes will always have automatic targeting. It's a damage. Torpedo tubes. At captain's mode, they can be fired manually. All right, so it looks like I literally have no control and just have to hope that my AI captains actually decide that torpedoes would be a good idea. Oh yes, now they're closing. Why are they not? They're still not. They're not doing their job. D.D. Perkins done blowed up real good. Oh, it's only 4% damage, but it took an engine casualty? I guess. And, alright, so let's detach Perkins. It's not sufficiently damaged, yet it has an engine casualty and can't move. Okay. Why on earth are they not launching their torpedoes? This battle is not going as I thought, because for some reason we decided not to launch torpedoes. Yeah, Patterson is about to sink. Perkins took an engine casualty. Patterson is about to sink. All right, so hopefully she survives to make it home. now it lets me detach Perkins. All right, at least our cruiser division is up to 23 knots. Hopefully we slowed these things down enough that the cruisers can catch up. But I still don't understand why we haven't launched any torpedoes. Like, look at the ranges. We're well within torpedo range. We're ridiculously close, in fact. Come on, you guys. And Burroughs lost her torpedoes as well. Specimen Swift, thank you. But, like, yeah, even if they should fire torpedoes even if they're not confident they'll take a hit, because they'll get blowed up if they don't. Like, look at the range here. Come on. Are we slowing? Yeah, we're slowing. And they're not. That's bad. Flag shifted to Warrington, apparently. All right, I would have hoped that they would have taken enough damage that we could catch up, but apparently we were not able to do enough damage and they're going to get away. At least we hit her. All right, we'll close the range again. Their gunnery seems to be better than ours. I'd call that a pretty straight line, but the angles suck, I guess. Yeah, we're still not landing the hits we should. Oh, engine room hit. Yep, she's slowed right down. All right. So, Burrows it is, which is already too slow. Yeah, it being night means you have to get within 5 feet of them, probably. Yeah, so they're doing 24 knots. We're doing 23 knots. So... So yeah, this was a waste of a battle. They did an awful lot of damage to our destroyer division, and we did not do a lot of damage to them. So I'm gonna, I guess before the range gets too long, I'm gonna unmask my stern turrets and double my firepower. Unknown ship opens fire. Oh, there's another one over there. There's a sighting report over there. Where's the... Or are they right on the vision line, maybe? Or is our support the cover force being engaged, maybe? Maybe there's another ship out there somewhere while we were chasing these things around. Put the destroyers back under AI control. Patterson didn't make it home in time. That sucks. All right, now what I want to know, sighting range. All right, so they could slip out again. Senator Fury, that's correct. That's what I'm just saying. It's possible they could try to double back and slip out past us on either side, but if they went all the way up into Bay Fundy, then we're good. All right, so they, I guess, reduce speed to cruising because we've caught up with them again. Excellent. Patterson sank. That's a shame. All right, so we're pushing them back further into the Bay of Fundy. If we can hold out until dawn, which we are unlikely to do because combat has only gone on for an hour. But if we can hold out until dawn, then we'll have them for sure. Ooh, we straddled her. Straddles are good. Straddles are one step closer to actually getting hits. Yeah, she definitely suffered an engine casualty because we're catching up. We are catching up. It's a great day for America, everybody. Alright, it looks like we're going to drive her aground. I'm cool with this. So yes, we might well run out of main gun ammunition, but our secondaries are still enough to pierce her belt armor, so I'm not worried. Alright, finally we get a hit. That was a lot of firing for not a lot of result. Oh, we might already be out of main gun ammunition. Let's check. Come on. Oh no, we still have plenty of main gun ammo. It's the secondary ammo that we're running low on. Oh no, we're not even running that low on it. Alright, so we have tons of ammunition. What? He said I have a battle happening below screen. Where are you seeing this other battle? Oh, thank you. I totally missed that. Well, hopefully they won't pick off more of those destroyers. But I don't really have anything else under control because Flag is on Huntington. So there's nothing else I can do about it. There's the other cruiser, I guess. We almost drew. Oh, that looks like... Maybe that's a destroyer. Maybe it's just another... It's probably another cruiser. We just misidentified. Alright, so they're being driven right up into the bay. The poor Stokers must be nearly dead at this point. Been at flank speed for 2+ hours. Oh goodness, yes, it's now 1:40 a.m. and we started at like 9 p.m. Alright, so we've definitely regained contact with the other cruiser. Secondary battery hit. Ugh. Let's just try to close the range. I'm swinging out to unmask a little bit. Alright, and let's close the range again. basically ignoring the other cruiser because all I can do is try to handle this one. And if we sink this one, even losing 2 destroyers, it'll be a good trade. But if we let all of them get away, then it'll be a poor trade indeed. We hit her with another 10-inch shell. Good. Oh yeah, she slowed right the heck down. That must have been a good hit. Alright, let's come down to cruise and unmask. Yeah, she's down 10 knots. So we have to stay off her broadsides because she might torpedo us. So given our torpedo ranges, we're gonna turn about to port. What the heck just happened to Frederick? Oh, A turret jammed. That's what happened. Well, I guess we gotta rely on her after turret then. It's like we're almost close enough to send boarding parties. There we are. Now she sank. Alright, so let's beat around for that other cruiser, if we can find her. Which I doubt, but it's worth trying. All right. What just happened? All those reports are out of date. Did we cite something? No, it would have showed up in the log. I don't know why it paused. Whoa. What's going on? Something's under fire. There's a sighting to the north, but that's not where the firing is. Really would have appreciated having control of that other cruiser squadron. Let's see what's going on. Where is that firing happening? Why we're getting sounds and nothing in the log, I don't know. That's a weird issue. Because clearly somebody's firing on something. All right, let's have a look at Warrington. Is Warrington under fire? And the firing stopped. That was weird. All right, let's go back up to cruise. What is going on? Maybe it is that thing to the north. Yeah, unknown ship fires at Brooklyn class. If they're not firing at this, it must be that. So let's punch it back up to the squadron's maximum speed and ride to the sound of the guns. Where is everything? They're over here now. Okay. It claims that the light cruiser that's under fire is right there, and that seems wrong. Oh yes, it's 7:16 a.m. Thank goodness. You're absolutely right. It is going to be daytime. We're actually going to be able to see things and use 10-inch rifles. Oh yes. Finally. Stupid AI not doing a great job of prosecuting that contact. All right, what's it doing? 15 knots, medium damage. Well, actually, the AI hasn't been doing that horribly. How much damage have they done to my beautiful, beautiful armored cruiser? 2% damage, and Juno's almost damaged. All right, so they actually haven't been doing that badly. It is now twilight. We'll actually be able to see stuff. This is excellent. So we're going to come up on this. All right, now we're going to get some hits because it's twilight and we're in range. All right, we'll come back to cruise. Oh good, Frederick's turret is unjammed. You can tell because his damage meter is low again. That's fine. How is Perkins still... Oh, Perkins... Right, Perkins must have repaired her engineering. Let's get you out of there. However, Frederick is currently heading for shore, and I don't know why. So much for division cohesion. We're in torpedo range. That worries me greatly. Oh god. I just said we're in torpedo range. That worries me greatly. And single-handedly, this battle goes from a great victory to a draw. Wow. Wow. That was crushing. That was crushing. That's what I get. I see. I knew we were tootling around too much in too much danger. So basically, yeah, we just lost double the tonnage we will have sunk. That was a very expensive loss. And a lot of... That was probably like 900 men. And it sunk instantly, so basically it looks like it was a magazine hit. Let's keep steerage. All right, well, so much for that. I was doing super well, and then it all came crashing down. Yeah, so they won. Ugh. We sank 3 cruisers, but we lost an armored cruiser and a destroyer, and that means that they won. So they won a major victory. Ugh, that was incredibly annoying. Also, I need to go to bed. But thank you all for watching. I realize this wasn't KSP, but hopefully it was at least somewhat interesting. And I'll see you all again soon when hopefully we bring this war to a victorious conclusion. All right. Bye-bye.